Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett just got robbed of the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook and his truck. So, the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett had his car stolen reportedly early in the week on Wednesday. A 2023 Genesis SUV was stolen while Kenny Pickett was doing an interview with 93.7 The Fan in a radio interview. So, the suspect since then was identified and the plates of his personal vehicle, which had left the dealership, were run. And after reviewing security footage, police saw the suspect enter the dealership just after 1 p.m. and leave the parking lot in Pickett's SUV just before 3:30. So, Kenny Pickett's SUV was later spotted parked in front of his suspect's house, and police responded to another incident at that address, and they found Pickett's SUV, which was obviously stolen at the time and probably reported. So, having your vehicle stolen obviously causes a lot of stress, but being an NFL quarterback and having your team's playbook in the back seat of your vehicle that just got stolen probably increases that by so much more. And the vehicle reportedly had Kenny Pickett's Steelers playbook inside in the back seat at the time of the theft. So, Pickett losing his playbook or even leaking could have severely hurt the Steelers. Luckily for the Steelers, Pickett, and since then, it has been recovered by the police and returned to Kenny Pickett with the playbook and truck basically unharmed other than a few scratches on the car, but the playbook was returned. It was lucky that no kid or kind of teenager who's kind of a social media troll didn't just post the whole playbook of the Pittsburgh Steelers offense on social media. Luckily, it was an older guy who really probably didn't care that it was a playbook inside or didn't have anything to do with football. He just probably wanted a truck. So, Kenny Pickett's playbook and the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook goes intact, and it was not leaked. So, it's not the first time that the Steelers player had their mode of vehicle transportation stolen before. If you remember, back in 2017, somebody stole then Steelers wide receivers Juju Smith-Schuster's bike. And if you remember, that caused an entire social media campaign because Juju Smith-Schuster would come to the work, come to football, training camp, whatever, on his bike. That was his mode of transportation. He didn't have a car at the time or a truck, so he'd come on his bike. And it launched a social media to recover the bike. And then later on in October, Juju Smith-Schuster, he got his bike back. It was eventually returned. And now, Kenny Pickett, since then, obviously got his truck back. And like I said, this caused kind of a stir on social media. And since the playbook was returned intact, if you were on social media that day and people were talking about it, since the playbook came in back intact and it wasn't posted all over social media and didn't get leaked, many people were saying on social media, who would have wanted Matt Canada's playbook anyway? All you would have seen if his playbook was leaked would have been first down runs, second down runs, and then be stuck in like a 3rd and 8 and only having routes going short of the first down sticks, so it's nowhere even close to getting the first down, have 5-yard stick routes, 5-yard out routes, or even have a zone sweep, fake jet sweep, stuff like that. His playbook wouldn't have been interesting, and the people on social media were basically saying that's the reason why the car or SUV was returned intact with the playbook. No one stole the playbook because his playbook wasn't unique anyway. It wasn't one of these interesting playbooks where someone would have wanted it. Someone returned it intact because it was so bad that all you've seen were jet sweeps and fake jet sweeps. So that's kind of having a fun with it on social media. People are saying that's the reason why it was intact. People are kind of making a joke out of the situation, but obviously Kenny Pickett was probably worried because his car was intact. Yes, he could probably go buy another one because he has NFL money, but still, he would have had to go through the stress of buying a new car and having the stress of worrying, oh, my playbook, our playbook is leaked, or our playbook is out there. You don't know who has the playbook, and just always having it in the back of your mind. But social media kind of made a joke about it. Because nothing bad happened with the playbook, a joke was made out of it, and it was kind of funny thing. If you remember when Juju Smith-Schuster got his bike stolen, the touchdown celebration, when Juju Smith-Schuster scored a touchdown, he would go to the sideline and pretend that he found his bike and he was locking up his bike. So now that it was intact, just like Juju Smith-Schuster's bike was intact, it was kind of made of a joke, but if it wasn't intact, then it wouldn't have been a joke. But Kenny Pickett, you can't blame him. for having his car stolen. He's been doing a lot of interviews this offseason. He's been in a podcast with Cameron Hayward. He's been on his podcast twice. He's been on Ben Roethlisberger's podcast. He's been in a lot of 93.7 The Fan interview. He's been in the Pat McAfee show interview. He's been in a lot of interviews and podcasts because he's going to a second season, and I guess a lot of people want to talk to him because now he's kind of the future, or at least looked at as the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise, and hopefully the quarterback of the franchise going forward. And he shows a lot of potential, and a lot of fans like him, a lot of people like him. So he's been doing a lot of interviews, and you have to leave your car somewhere. So it's not like it's a big thing where, oh no, he left his car there and it's his fault that he got his car left or stolen. No, he just had to leave his car somewhere. Yes, maybe not put your playbook in the back of your car, maybe leave that at home or leave that somewhere trusted. But anyway, it's not his fault that he got his car stolen. Maybe put your playbook somewhere else. But in the big end, everything was okay, and it shouldn't be looked at as a problem. This is more of a funny video where I kind of make a joke out of it because people were talking about Matt Canada saying his playbook is intact because people don't like his playbook. It's not unique or anything like that. People are making a joke out of it, so I just want to report to you guys basically what happened and why Kenny Pickett was in the news in a couple of days. But now, back to football. OTAs, the first week of OTAs is finished, and now we're heading on to the second. Kenny Pickett, if you watch all those little clips and highlights that were able to be shown on social media, it shows that he's already have a connection with Allen Robinson. It shows he's having the connection with Calvin Austin, and obviously the George Pickens connection and Deontay Johnson. It just likes what you're seeing from Kenny Pickett early on, and hopefully now this season with getting all the first team reps in practice, he doesn't have to worry about having Mitch Trubisky get the first team reps, Mason Rudolph get the second team reps, and him only getting the third team reps. Now with him being the guy getting all the first team reps and being the guy in practice where the teammates know he's going to be the starter going into the season, and unless something happens drastically, Pittsburgh Steelers going into the future with Kenny Pickett is looking bright. This is one of the most exciting times of the year, other than obviously the regular season and playoffs. Seeing all the new guys and all the current guys get acclimated to the team and kind of come together for the first time. Seeing all the rookies together with the regular guys, like Kenny Pickett throwing to the rookies like Darnell Washington, seeing Broderick Jones for the first time battling out with Dan Moore Jr., seeing Joey Porter Jr. on the practice field, seeing Trace Jr. on the practice field, and just seeing all the new guys like our linebackers and stuff like that. Seeing all the new guys, this is really one of the most exciting times of the year, and I can officially say, basically, football's back. The preseason's almost going to be here really soon, and by the time you know it, the regular season, the season's already going to be finished. And with that being said, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about the situation with Kenny Pickett getting his truck SUV stolen? Do you feel as though it was his fault, or do you feel like I feel he had to leave his car somewhere and it was kind of made a joke of it? And how do you feel about people saying on social media being like the only reason why it was returned intact was because it was Matt Canada's playbook? If it was Andy Reid's playbook, Matt LaFleur's playbook, Kyle Shanahan's playbook, maybe it would have been leaked. But since it was Matt Canada's, it wasn't. How do you feel about people making a joke about that? Do you believe that's true? Do you really believe that's the reason why it was intact? Let me know. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you like serious content, analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post next year's video. I covered all of free agency, all of the draft, all of the undrafted guys, all of the signings we've had in the last couple of days, and even some of the trades that we got. So I covered all of it. If you want to see all the introductions to all of our new players and even some of our current players, I recovered kind of them, the people coming to the second season, like Calvin Austin, like that. I'll make more videos down the line covering more people, what they're going to bring to the season. So stay tuned. And just know everything moving forward after OTAs are finished, when we head to training camp, when we head to the preseason, regular season, and even draft season all over again, just know I'm going to repeat the cycle and be covering everything for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.